Hello, hello. Today I'm playing Family, which is a puzzle game with bands. And you just have to place everybody in the right band. So, I think it'll be very fun and very cute. Let's go.
91.5 Sussex in the afternoon. I'm Dave Allen, and today we're looking back at the London pop scene, 1985 to 1995, and we're very lucky to have in the studio the one, the only Ella Neal. Of course, she's something of a household name today, but at the start of her career, she was on the London pop scene with her group, making a go of it as synth pop and indie stormed the airwaves. We'll be spending the show today going through tracks from the scene and exploring Ella's memories of it. But first, Ella, how are you doing today?
Afternoon, Dave. Very well. Thanks for having me.
So, Ella, so much to talk about, but you were part of a scene of musicians in the late 80s that sought to put London on the map. What do you remember about that time?
It was a family, Dave. Talented, ambitious musicians trying to make something new. It was a wonderful time, but also bittersweet because most bands couldn't make it last. And that's really sad because it seems now no one remembers them at all.
Okay. Dova Pavlova. That's just fun to say. Okay, and then we end with the watercolors. Yes. Solve clues to identify all the members of the London scene. You can identify musicians by clicking on them and selecting a name in your notebook. Oh, did I do that or is that doing it? Okay, it's doing it. Musicians will come up more than once and make change instruments for different bands. So we can listen to their music and just read as well. Okay. Okay, we have to get 5 names right for it to be locked in at least.
Radio Sussex, and today looking back
Okay,
to the London pop
we
scene,
have a lot less than what
1985 to 1995.
they showed.
We have Ella Neal in the studio with us today, so let's have a listen to her
Okay,
band, Easy Tiger.
go through. Because they said we can, I don't know if it makes sense if we have to listen to it. Oh, hold on, maybe read out loud. Combined fuzzy guitars and 60s girl band influences on several seminal 80s lo-fi tracks. Okay. Formed by charismatic and tempestuous singer Alex Adam. That's 3 altos. Oh, that's who we were listening to. Alex. And Alex is somewhere in here. Okay. The band released a handful of singles before disbanding on the eve of their first LP release. The musicians would go on to perform the core of the London scene. Clangor is a synth-pop duo known equally for their highly theatrical live shows and monosyllabic interview style. Thought widely to be Satanists due to their song Beelzebub, like instead of Beelzebub, maybe? Both musicians had unhappy exits from their previous groups, which they reflected in often bitter, barb-filled songs of love and regrets. Clarice Montag. Okay, so we've got a male vocalist here. Practicers of Fae and Jangle Pop. Don't know what that means. Considered by some a little bit twee and overly enthrall to the Smiths and Big Star. They marked the last of the 60s inspired bands before the scene transitioned in more rock. Dreamy guitar textures and abstract lyrics became unlikely fixtures of mainstream radio in the early 90s and still maintain a passionate fan base in Belgium. A reunion has been mooted for the mayor of Antwerp's birthday. Has been mooted? Okay. Gigantic electro outfit who combined hard-hitting synths with existential angst. Later transitioned into an influential post-rock outfit who machine-gunned a dead sheep at the PETA annual awards show. Okay. Highly sophisticated and sensuous pop music fronted by a unique singer. What is this? Easy Tiger. Oh, Easy Tiger is a big one. Okay. The group kept apart for much of the scene and mostly functioned as a slow-moving studio group due to impracticality of their singers' numerous costume changes in shows and the exhaustion this caused. Swampy Shoegazer Power Trio of veteran scenesters. Okay. The band seemed very much the last gasp of the London scene before grunge took hold of the airwaves. Okay, we'll start up here and we'll listen. Rara. Okay, so we're starting with Rara. Gary McKay. Oh, he's the director, so maybe he's not in here. Is he a name, perhaps? No, okay. I was spending the weekend in a part of Camden you don't go to, doing things you don't talk about. This was when a mate mentioned his band was playing up at the Forum. I went down to see them with my girlfriend at the time, Gail. Gail's from the Rialtos. As well as Lucy, who we all called Flake. I feel like I need to write things. Okay. Second, I immediately lost my pen. Gail is from the Rialtos, and then Lucy is named Blake. I'd seen Elvin when he was a wee lad and thought he was a bit shit, but things had turned around by the time that his new band came on stage. Okay, so Elvin is in the Raras. Tony was just fantastic. The way he could play guitar was incredible, with earth-shattering fuzz that shook the place. My gosh, my reading is garbed today. Okay, so Tony and guitar. Tony. Oh, so do we know? We've got all three people for Rara. We just need to figure out where they were. There had been word of getting Jess in on bass, but that hadn't panned out. Jess would go on to play bass in some of the scene's biggest bands. Ultimately, Rara were great, but it was too much too soon for them. In particular, I remember Elvin completely losing it after his wife took away his supply of Valium. Ooh, just before their gig at the Shepherd's Bush Empire. Some of the boys who went on to form Easy Tiger. Okay, so those two went to Easy Tiger, who I managed on the road until things got a little too crazy. Oh, Tony's in Easy Tiger, but... Tony, maybe? Okay. The band wanted to emerge from an enormous chrysalis, but the singer rigged to resemble a 30-foot butterfly. However, there was an accident with the rigging, and one of our roadies nearly lost an eye. After that, they were pretty much done with the road. Okay, Alex Adam. And he's from the Rialtos. So, Alex, you've been in Tiger Studios for the last 3 months recording the album. How's it going? Not so great. How's that? Creative differences. There's been a big falling out over parts. Johnny's gone in a huff because I said his guitar playing. John. Yeah, there's no Johnny. John. Okay. Was always out of time, which didn't go well. I see. Do you think you guys can patch it up? Honestly, I'm not sure. I shouldn't really be saying this, but I'm not sure this is quite where my head is at right now. Interesting. I mean, he does dip into another band. Do you think you'll make it on your... Do you think you'll make it own on the road? I sure hope so. I need to get my fix of roadside cafe food, know what I mean? I'm not sure I entirely do. You've been talking about doing something new with your spin-off project, Kasta and Yet. Is part of the name Russian? Yes. Have you been reading Russian literature like Elvis Costello? No, I prefer Bulgarian, personally. How about Sally? What's going on there? Well, we'll have to see. She's mostly making music with Elvin at the moment. I'm happy for them. Okay, so this was 86. September 86 they did Yet. But Sally. Well, we know that's not... Elvin. Elvin's in Rara. Okay, so let's say this is Elvin. Then that would be Elvin. Oop. Interesting. Okay, 25. So Elvin. Then this has to be Sally. Oh, and Gail. Gail's in the Rialtos. So that could be Gail. And then Gail joins Kasta and Yet. Actually, I'm wondering if he's also the vocals for Kasta and Yet. Actually, we just have to listen to this one, not the other one. Come on. Yes. Oh, because that's what we were just listening to. I think that's Alex. And maybe Gail just does the drums here too. Perfect. I love when people stick to what they do. Okay. Because, yeah, they can change instruments. So I'm very grateful. Alex has yet to. Oh god, he's going to change down here. Gail could potentially still be doing drums, though. Okay, there's so much more to read. This is Clangor, which we have nobody from Clangor yet. One of the band is a vegan. Please separate all meat and milk materials from other foodstuffs. All items can be purchased or procured at any local Shell petrol station. Nothing fancy. Bottle of baby cham, 6 Wispa bars, 8 bags Space Raiders, egg and crust, ham and cheese for Orson, Mueller yogurt, toffee. Support act is Easy Tiger. Tony. Oh, okay, so Tony went from guitar to drums. Oh, because, yeah, this never cleared. Okay. If he is taken ill, Aaron Carr will replace him.
Yeah. Belgium, Holland, Belgium again.
Actually, I have no idea. Ron and Jess will be absent from first 2 shows. The band will be doing a shortened set. Ron and Jess. Oh, Jess plays bass. maybe she's going to the base here. Yeah, I guess it doesn't show you who switches. Okay, so who's Ron? Aaron Carvel replaced him. The reason I went with synth is because usually synth and drums are interchangeable. Okay, so something's wrong because I've got 5. And then Ron and Jess. Ron. Where is Ron? Is he the key player? Ron? Wow, I super buggered this. Okay, next. Clarice Montag. Roy. Clarice Montag. Oh yeah, Elvin Roy and his former bandmate Bob Clay. Bob. Okay, so what was right? So Gail was the drum, so that was right. Tony, yes. Okay, so that was right, that was right, that was right. So what did I goof? Oh. What? If he's taken ill, Aaron Carr will replace him. So he's not synth. That means Ron has to be synth. Because Ron's neither of these. Maybe... What am I looking for? Aaron. Maybe Aaron's keys then? But that's right, just Carrie and then Gail. Actually, Easy Tiger, sing to me. Sing to me. Okay, it's a girl. Could it be Gail? No, but that would make sense. Because Gail... Yeah, it can't be Gail. Okay, so we've got a woman. I wish I could, like, erase the name. What women's do we have? Interesting. Okay, we'll go back to radio for now. Because it's about Clarice Montag, or Clarice. Superb guitar player, particularly considering her recent conversion. Oh, yes, that's right, because Sally was bass. But then these two stop there. Alex Adam must be kicking himself for losing her. Complete and utter tosh, privileged, white male and female. I like the last one, okay. Yeah, letter to Mike Joyce. Thanks again for the loan of the cymbals. Ooh, that's nice. Cy was loading the van. He must have left them. Didn't forget his keyboard, though. Okay, and it was... I was going to say Castagnet. Okay, so Castagnet. Keys. Keys. Cy. Maybe. Castagnet was likened to the Smiths. So that's my only thought. Honestly, I'm nearly done with this band. Flake is exhausted too. So Flake is in there. Lucy's in here somewhere. We might have to get Colin to replace her on guitar. there's Flake. Loose, loose, loose. Okay, 1, 2. I think that's right. 3 and 4. Then I need one more correct. Colin. Sorry, things are a bit tense with Steven. I hear he's made you all go vegetarian. Who's this by? Gail. Okay, we have got Gail. I'm not sure I could take eating them and eggs. Love the new record and hope Johnny's trip to LA goes well. So I wonder if Colin is also in the band. Nope. Okay. Internal memo. Hi, Richard. Just seen Ella. She wants to do something new. I'd like to bring Bob on board. A different instrument. Who's Bob? And who's Gary? Sorry, Bob Clay. Do we have a Gary? No. We'll need a synth player, Ron or Al, maybe. Lucy's obviously playing guitar. Okay, so we need a synth player. When was this note? 86. Okay, so it could be this, but there's no Bob.
91.5, I'm Dave Allen. Moving on ahead,
Ron is synth. But it said Aaron. 86. My only thought is maybe this. And using his songs. Okay, so we want somebody who's already got... Okay, let's just say Ron is here. Oh, wait, no, because Ron's all the way over here. So maybe this is Al. So we haven't used Al yet. And then Bob? I'm really not doing well. I've got so many names on the board and they don't like any of them. But they want him on a different instrument. And then a synth player. And that just doesn't make sense. Okay. Orson Way. I feel like I should have had more here. Like there definitely should be some clanger, but that's about Easy Tiger. So Tony's leaving his drums on stage. Push them back. Aaron will replace him. But I thought Aaron was synth, but apparently Aaron is not synth. Ron and Jess will be absent. Right, but Jess is already placed.
Rara Buffalo, Radio Love. Ella, you played with the guys from Rara Buffalo, and you had a very special relationship with Bob Clay. Can you talk to us about that?
Oh, love Bob. So, yes, I'd known Bob since
I was
Rara
loading the
as
van.
moved down from Glasgow. Really, really talented.
Wait, when was this note? 87. Yeah, these guys were there in 87. Okay, so it has to be these guys. So I was loading the van, so he must have forgot the drums.
We decided that, yeah, we both
This is
wanted
from
to
Gail,
play something
but he didn't
new
forget the
and very
keyboards. We've
different.
got Cy and the
And
keyboard.
To be honest, it was a match made in heaven.
Moving on now, let's have a listen to one of the electro
Oh, maybe
era. This is
Blake is... Maybe they're reverse. Right? Lucy, yeah, maybe... I'm just gonna place people where I think they should. Alex. Alex went for vocals. I have so many names on this board. I'm not getting any of them. Alex, maybe you're also drums. Gosh, okay. Let's go to Orson Way. Orson is a musician. My mother, Evelina, was Jewish and fled to Liverpool during the war. At a tea dance, she met my father. My childhood was very solitary. I spoke German with my mother until I was 5, which resulted in scallies from around the neighborhood following me around shouting Heil Hitler. Life didn't really start until I started working at Alien Records. I was quite the connoisseur and got a reputation for throwing out customers who picked records I didn't like. Thought anyone who wanted some Tom Jones or Rick Astley deserved whatever they got, which was usually an earful of abuse and a shove out the door. Most of the team were okay, although a bit straight. I could never stand Alex. He seemed like a peacock in need of plucking. When I formed my new band, the one that went big. Okay. I wanted to work with... Oh, the only one I wanted to work with was Al. Because he was the only person who really wanted to push things in terms of politics and technology. So maybe this is Orson. Oh, okay. I put them too far, I guess. Okay, so Ron is synth. Sai was right. Al was right. Okay, Alex is guitar. Orson on vocals. So is Aaron the singer then? Because I will have Aaron cover. Aaron. Maybe. I don't know. This one's confusing me over here. And then it said Colin and Lucy. So maybe I did have it right.
Well, Alex is a brilliant songwriter.
Okay. So then
I
either
think
Al or
he's known for
Orson,
putting
which I
bands
think
together.
he had said my
I
new
think that the people who know him would
my
also
new band. Okay,
agree
so
that he's pretty
Orson
good at driving them apart.
Orson comes from here.
And to be honest, I talk
And
about
who
Alex a
comes
lot
from
in
there
interviews. I think that
is the question.
people, Sally, Tom, Gail, fantastic musicians, some of the best people that I've worked with, and I feel as though they get overlooked because of a personality.
Of course, there were a lot of breakups on the London scene, and one of these bands did come off the breakup of both Rara Buffalo
Because
and
Orson never worked with Alex.
called Clarice Montag, named after Fahrenheit.
But obviously you just came across him. Okay, Tom Katz, the bassist. Do I have a Tom anywhere? There it is, Tom. Okay, so Tom, you and Gail have been playing together since 85. Gail. Since 85. Where has Gail been? No, you have not. Oh, 86. So Tom has to be in here. Are you Tom? Yeah. Okay. Which this would have been Tom. Would have probably done that. Okay. You were the rhythm section for the 2 of the London scene's most prominent bands. What do you think is the key to your success? Gail and I've always really got on. We read the same books, go to the same political stuff, do a lot together. I think that really helps. We also had great songs, which you need. And Alex and Ella, respectively, we had the best songwriters you can ask for. What? Who's Ella? What do you think of Alex's work now? I love it. I think he's genius. Shoegaze, whatever you call it, it's the future of music. Which other bases do you look to? I think Jess is the most obvious choice in terms of tone and musicality. Alex is very lucky to have Jess. Okay, so these two here. Thanks, Tom. Finally, what gear are you using? Same old Rickenbacker 4001. I'm currently using 45s with these new heavy Dunlops. Okay. Alex and Ella, respectively. So maybe Ella's here. Viewed. Okay, so Lucy was guitar. Clanger. Yet. Okay, so he never switched. Tom Orset.
They are the most wonderful people, and I always felt completely safe to work with them, to be myself with them. It was just the most pleasurable.
So Aaron's not in this band
to make music with them
at all.
Not only were you known over here, but you also became exceptionally popular on
Jess.
particularly Holland and Belgium. Would you like to comment on that?
We used to joke that we never played above sea level. Yeah, Belgium, Holland, Belgium again.
You know, I used to love the chips from
Okay.
Belgium, but turns out
Watercolors. So we're down here.
Well, moving along, let's listen to the watercolors. This is
It's so weird because what was it? Ron and Jess will be absent from the first two shows. Okay, Ron, Jess. Aaron Carr. But Aaron Carr is not in the band. Okay. Now the surviving members find... Ooh. There we go. Watercolors, Stormy Teacups. It's been a strange journey for the watercolors since the turbulent split of Castagnette and the desertion of their frontman Alex Adam. Right. Now the surviving members find themselves not only in the throes of a love affair with mainstream, but also paired up with arguably the most talented singer, Ella. We've got that on the scene. The result is Stormy Teacups. A collection of up to the minute stare at your shoes and mumble to your mic jams that are threatening to engulf indie rock as we know it. Gone is the jangle of the Smiths, the Cure, Echo, and the Bunnymen. In is flanged guitars and murmuring about something or t'other. Newcomer Colin Sapp is a superb addition. Does that mean you're Colin? Wait. Newcomer. Okay. The songs are throbbing, hypnotic beasts. Constantly threaten to break free of Neil's silky purr. This record is sure to set the world on fire. Colin. So which one of you guys lived here? Easy Tiger. Alex was not an Easy Tiger, that's for... No. That's for Rara. Somebody else mentioned Colin. Here, we might have to get Colin to replace her. Oh. Okay, so Colin was already in their mind to replace Lucy, so that's how we know he's the guitar. We've got Tom, Gail, so then Ella. Ella would probably be from over there. Oh, I didn't know I could do that.
Dover, Pavlova.
Um, okay, 3 for the Love of Power trios. So it's probably going to be Dova, Pavlova. I've noticed that many people believe that no significant trios emerged between Rush in 1978 and Nirvana. This is simply a convenience for Americans like me to pretend that UK was just spending its time composing maudlin ditties about cemeteries of pints of Guinness and such. Like, let me tell you, some of these bands rocked. When I went to see Dova Pavlova at the Kentish Town Forum, the noise coming off the stage was completely overwhelming. Ems. An incredible drums and bass combo, easily on par with their mates across town, Ems and Cats. Okay, so it's not Ems and Cats, which I guess we knew. Of course, it all went terribly wrong, as all Alex Adams bands do, but while they were around, there were a few that could match them. I have to figure out who do synth. I feel like maybe Psy, like a synth. I don't know. Wait, I just realized Bob came with us over here. Are you? Maybe those two together? 1, 2, 3, I'm confident about. Oh, okay. I wrote my new song for the Fatherless when I was on the road somewhere between Utrecht and Brussels. I'm missing my daughter. It's been a journey full of laughter, tears, and terrible sandwiches. It's easy to see it clearly now, but at the time, the most exciting thing was not knowing what was around the corner. Some of the people weren't so great, but most were wonderful, and in the end, that's what mattered most. I hope you fill your life with excitement, expressions, and family. Oh gosh, I fear 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I was gonna say I fear this is everything I'm supposed to know. So who played drums in Dova Pavlova? I haven't used the name Rich.
91.5 FM Radio Sussex, and today, looking back
I think everybody else, or Gil.
1995 to 1995. Very lucky to have Ella Neal in the studio with us today. So
Who's
let's listen to
Gil?
Easy Tiger, Turn the Hands.
This is where he kissed her, neath the milky sky of blue. They whistle at her picture, but nothing's known and nothing's new. Oh, he wants another chance or lead. Gonna chase
For Orson. Oh my god, I should have known Orson was in this because of that. Oh. What if the band is vegan? Obviously not Orson. So somebody in Castanet is vegan. Um,
91.5, I'm Dave Allen. Moving on ahead, let's have a little bit of a rah-rah Buffalo.
okay. Johnny's gone in a huff. And this was Castanet. But that's John. Okay. Exodus. But that's Little Red here. Hey, Richard. Who's Richard? Like Rich? Rich Lowe? Orson. Just wanted to work with Al. Tom? Because what is Tom? Tom just has been playing bass. Gail's been playing drums. Maybe Gail. I'm at the last. I'm very lost. I feel like I just don't. My brain's just not putting it. Okay, so bassists. But I don't need any more bassists. I need a drum player. Bob. I think these two are right.
Ella, you played with her.
Because then Ella's a vocalist here.
Special relationship with Bob Clay. Can you talk to us about that?
Colin is a guitar player because he was
So,
to
yes, I've known
replace
Bob
Lucy.
since, Rara, as we call
We
him,
know this is
when we moved down
Alex.
from Glasgow. Really,
I think I just guessed with
talented
Rich.
songwriter, but he didn't
It's
get
these
any
two. I
songs
just
from
don't
her.
know.
So when they broke up, we met with Gary, the manager, and
Langer.
we decided that we both wanted to play something very modern, very different, and to be honest, it was a match made in heaven.
Alex and Ella. Which, yeah, we've got that. So the vocalists.
This is Clanger with Angelina.
Yeah, we know that's Colin there. Trios, which but they don't tell me who's the third in the trio. An amazing bass and drums duo. Miguel. Lucy?
Clanger on 91.5 FM.
It's Lucy's guitar.
Started it all? Alex Adams' first group, the Rialtos.
I feel like it has to be Psy. So then it's just, who are you? Alex Gill. So it's not Gil. Is it back to Rich? No. Alvin, Tom, Jess, Ella, Aaron. Because everybody else has been dropped from a band. So the only person, so there's Jess from Easy Tiger, Alex from Castanet, and then a newbie. Okay, let's go down the list here. Lucy, no. We know it's not Alex because he came from the Rialtos. Gail also came from the Rialtos. Tom? Sigh. Because yeah, Bob came from here. And Ella's doing vocals. And when I listened to Easy Tiger, it was a woman. So we know that's right. Colin's the newcomer. No, because Owl's over here, so they would have drawn that over.
Considered by some a great songwriter, others
Ron. Ron would have been drawn.
What's your take?
Sally would have been drawn.
Alex is a brilliant songwriter.
Rich or
I think he's known for bringing
John
it
would have
together.
been
I think
pulled.
that the people who know
Gil.
him
Okay, so let's
would
try
also
Gil with all of my
recognise
options here.
that driving them apart.
I don't think it's going to be Lucy,
And to be
but
honest, I talk about Alex a lot.
just to
because
cover my
he's,
butt.
I think that people.
Alex, Gail, no.
Sally,
Tom?
Gail, fantastic musicians.
Psy.
And the best people that I've worked with, and I feel as
So it's
though
not just those two. Somebody else
they
is
get
wrong.
overlooked because of a personality.
Of course, there were a lot of breakups on the London scene, and one of these bands did come off the breakup of both Rara Buffalo and the Rialtos themselves, formed a duo called Clarice Montag, named after Fahrenheit 451.
It's from 2005. How does that help me?
Juliet's Not There.
Men's Cats. Yeah, Colin's on there. Colin's in watercolor. Piston.
This is where he kissed her, 'neath the milky sky of blue. They whistle at her.
It has to be Ella. Nobody else was in that band. That's, yeah. And I'm looking for drums on Dova Pavlova. I'm honestly stuck. I feel like I shouldn't be this stuck. Rob, Ella. Unless there is no Gil. But, okay, who's drum players? Let's just start there. Let's just start there. Who's our drum players? We've got, and Bob would have been. That's the thing. As I feel like everybody would have been brought down. Unless it's like Orson would have. Alvin, Sally, John? Like maybe John? Because John, but and it has to be somebody from here. Has to. It just has to. I'm okay. Because nobody's talking about Dova Pavlova. That's my issue. Other than there, I went to see Dova Pavlova. Incredible drums and bass. That's it. Incredible drums and bass. I actually. I'm so lost. Clanger, clanger, clanger. Like clanger was talked about. Okay, play music. Um, letter to Mike. Okay, Gil.
Little Red Marks. Time for one more. I'm Dave Allen, 91.5 FM in the afternoon. Sussex weather, Sussex driving.
When was this?
I'd like to thank
87.
very much
So
for
they
taking
were
the
already
time
over
to join me
there.
today. It's been of immense value and it's been a pleasure. Just enough time for Dover Pavlova.
Could this just be? No, it can't be Colin because Colin's not. Steven. Cool Hand Luke. Gale. Wait, Ron. But Ron's not there. Ron or Al. Lucy's playing guitar. I'd like to bring Bob. Who's Bob? No, but Bob was in Rah Rah. This could be Bob. Okay. Tom? Lucy. No. I don't know why. In my heart, I feel like it's Cy. No, because if it was Bob, he would have. John? John played guitar. Am I going to do this? Yes. Yes, I am. Because I feel Booga Birds, Bananas, Gale, Lucy. Do we know it's not Lucy? Ron? Cy? Cy didn't come down. Orson. This is where I'm so confused. Rich? Sally? Colin, but Colin's in the other one. Tom went to the other side. Jess? Oops. Ella? Aaron.
91.5 FM
Nope.
Radio Sussex, and today looking back at the London pop scene, 1985 to 1995. Very lucky.
Bob came down. Ella sings.
So let's have a listen to her band, Easy Tiger. Turn the hands.
Somebody plays synth and then goes to this band. But Alex goes here. Gail and Alex came from here. It could also be Tom. I don't think it's Lucy. Maybe try all of them again with Tom? Like for almost everybody. there's been a line, and there's been no lines. So I feel like it has to be somebody new. And I know I can't be missing a name because I didn't choose the names. They were given.
91.5, I'm Dave Allen.
Just
Moving on ahead, let's have a little bit of a rah-rah buffalo.
Bella's in the other band, and they're Aaron. No. Gil. I don't know, man. Swampy Shoegazer Power Trio of veteran scenesters. Veteran scenesters? The band seemed very much like The Last Gasp. So they're all in previous bands? See, I only thought could be John then. John's the only one. Who didn't move to a different band. Everybody else did. And then Cy stopped. Lucy stopped. Sally stopped. Elvin stopped. Then these two came together here. Gail's just been playing the drums everywhere she goes. Veteran. They're all veterans.
Rah-rah buffalo, Radio Love. Ella, you played with the guys from
Yeah, I
Buffalo
wonder if
Love.
maybe
So
this is
great to have
John
a
then.
relationship with Bob Clay.
John.
Love Bob.
Johnny boy.
So yes, I'd known Bob.
Okay.
Rara
If they're all
from,
veterans, known equally for their
Jack
highly
Johnson.
theatrical live
Really,
shows in
really talented
monosyllabic,
writer, but he didn't get to play
highly
his songs in the band.
theatrical. And you
So,
said,
when we broke up, we met with Gary, and we decided that we both wanted to play
some of the
something very modern, very
boys
different, and
went
to be honest,
crazy with
it's a match made in
theatrics,
heaven.
Moving on now, let's have a listen to one of the electro bands in the
but
This is Clanger with Angelina.
they went into Easy Tiger. They did not come to Custon yet. We try again. Tom or Cy? Huh. Oh. Tony.
Clanger on 91.5 FM. Let's move on to one of the bands that started it all, Alex Adams' first group, The Rialtos.
Wait. I still don't know how I'm supposed to know this one. What? What? I need to
We've
see
been
this.
very lucky to have Ella Neal here, and you're going to finish with a song.
I am. Thank you so much for having me, Dave. And yes, this is my final song. Go to sleep now on my little finger. No need to let the Sandman linger. I will love you till the end of time. Go to sleep now without breath or a whisper. In the morning I won't be here. I will love you till the end of time. You'll feel so alone. You may never know the thunder of the cities, rhythm of the roads, no place to call your home. But till you're grown, I assure you, you will never know a love like the one before you. Go to sleep now on my little finger. No need to let the Sandman linger. I will love you till the end of time.
Beautiful. Beautiful. I do hope they let you. Oh no! I really wanted to look at those clues again. I will say, because I don't think I made it very clear, I figured out the drums because Colin, I think that's his name, he was supposed to, oh no, Aaron was supposed to replace somebody playing drums, and I realized we actually didn't use their name. I thought we did. That's why I kept overpassing it. And for the clangers, I don't know how I was supposed to know that one. Those two were really tricky, but I did enjoy this. So I hope you enjoyed watching this and enjoyed me being very confused and lost for about an hour. But if you did like it, I hope you stick around, and I hope to see you next time. Bye.